So now we're going to just take a quick look at partial exchange with an additional collection. Okay, so for this example, we're looking at a booking for an Adisamura, traveling from Boston to Heathrow on the 16th of September. Okay, so this is actually a bit of a shortcut entry. So what you're doing is you're telling the system that you want to cancel the original segment, but you want to rebook it for the 15th of September for this example. So it's X2, cross the Lorraine, 00, the new date, and enter. And again, what that's doing is it's cancelling out the original segment. So we can see here the 16th, we're cancelling that. And we've now rebooked it for the 15th. Okay, so once you get to this stage again, you'd do your display T, and then again, it's your WFR entry. So WFR 0011, actually I don't need to read that out. Now with a partial, you don't need to highlight the PQ. So you can just ignore the PQ1 part and just do the airline. So for this one, it's an American Airlines. So sorry, this is your WFR entry just to get back into the reissue mask. Okay, so it looks very similar to what we looked at with the reissue. However, as you can see, the system has pre-populated an F for flown for the original flight. Again, to make the change, you would tab through and just put an X next to the segment that you are wanting to change. And again, you do have your next and quit options as well. That. Okay, so here's the next screen. It's the itinerary calculation for a new ticket. So on this screen, you'll specify how the new itinerary should be priced. With partial exchanges, you can't reference a PQ record, so pricing information is entered here on screen 20. The fields at the top of the screen are pre-filled with the information from the original ticket. If you need help reading the information, click that. We don't need to, that one's fine. So the corporate ID field is used to enter any corporate IDs that you may have when pricing with negotiated fares. So that'd be like any route deal codes, etc. that you have. So here, if you want the system to price it for you automatically, you can put a P. However, if it doesn't work for whatever reason, you can actually put an M, and then you can work through it manually.
That's not the cheapest, as long as you got the correct one.
Yes, yeah. That's it. So the next screen is the fare calculation from point of origin. This screen summarizes the new fare. The top part of the screen shows the linear fare calculation, and the bottom shows a fare breakdown. Normally you won't make any changes on this screen. If you see an error, you should put an X in the return to agent pricing. So at this point, well, from this point forward, you do have the option of going back a screen as well. Okay, so to accept the fare, all you need to do again is just put an X in next. And what you'll see here is it's now just telling us that there is no additional collection for this change. However, if there is an airline fee that you need to change, or that you need to add, sorry, you do have the option to enter that in manually here. So for this one, what it's telling us is there's an additional amount of £100. So I'm just going to add that in here. And again, if you have any tax codes, if you've been given any tax codes to enter, you can enter all of that information on this screen as well. Okay, so our exchange has £100 change fee. So in this example, I've entered the change fee amount here, 100.00, and now we're going to put an X as well. So that's just going to take us onto the next screen. This is just basically to confirm that you do want to go ahead and change everything. You just get to double check all the information. If everything is correct, you just put an X in next again, and it'll take you on to the next screen. So here is the ticketing instruction screen where you'll enter the commission and payment information. So again, this is exactly the same as what we saw with the reissue. If you do have any waiver codes from the airline, any tour codes, any of the baggage allowance information, you can add all of that here at this stage. So for this example, apparently they want to pay with check. And then we're going to go for ticket, so we can do that instantly again. Oh, and I better put commission in there as well. So again, just like the reissue, once it's confirmed, you'll receive a message just saying processing complete. You can see that the status again is okay, and the total amount that was taken is 678.89. So again, if you wanted to, you can just do your display T, and hopefully again, you should have the new ticket number in there as well as the original. Enter the WETR command to go into the ticket, in which it will show the original flight that was used and the flight that we have exchanged. And again, if we go into the new ticket, you should have the new flight information in there, and the status should show as open. Okay, and again, simply E to end the booking. But on the live system, please, with your received field. The point of the received field is just to show in the history who has done what.